Before we enter back into the world of the Obsidian Vigil, let's take a step back and understand the origin story of where the inspiration came from. The monster you're going to see in this kit bash came from the world of Kingdom Death Monster. It's a narrative-driven survival horror board game created by Adam Poots, and it launched on Kickstarter in 2012 and quickly became legendary for its brutal mechanics, beautiful miniatures, and uncompromising tone. Players guide a settlement of survivors through a generations-long campaign, battling grotesque monsters, enduring catastrophic events, and slowly descending into madness, obsession, or often extinction. Each model in Kingdom Death Monster is designed as a work of horror sculpture. Each fight is part of a larger story, and every decision leaves scars. Now, the Oblivion Mosquito, which will be our focus for today, comes from this world and is a creature built from psychological decay and identity erasure. And now it has found a new purpose inside the twisted empire of the Drukhari. In Drukhari's Camorra, the Coven of the Obsidian Vigil operates under homunculus Kafar, the Eternal Harrow. Kafar once removed his own face in an extreme act of self-experimentation and mutilation, preserving his intellect inside a perfect obsidian sphere. That act changed his philosophy. He began focusing not just on physical torture, but on identity erasure. He formed the Flesh and Scriptor Guild, where punishment is performed through the removal of memory and self-awareness. When a scouting expedition returned from a dimensional rift containing fragments of the cess pond ecosystem, Kafar immediately recognized the mosquito's utility. Its ability to destroy identity aligned precisely with his own approach of execution and control. Yiliaster is not just a tool in the Obsidian Vigil. She's one of the most visually and biologically complex creations in the Coven's arsenal. Her form was designed to be as disturbing as it is functional. Her body is covered in a blood-black carapace. At first glance, it looks pitch black, but under the right light, you can catch the edges of her armor and the fine hairs across her limbs, shimmering with a deep arterial red. Her abdomen is pale, swollen, and coated in a slick membrane of thick mucus. Beneath the surface, blue-green veins pulse gently. And at the tip of the abdomen, a tentacle-like feeding and incubation mouth constantly flexes. Supporting this massive structure are two giant finger-like limbs that stretch out and drag her weight across the sludge of the cess pond. Smaller arms just beneath them manipulate the terrain or shift the position of the larvae inside her. Twisted faces push out from the abdomen's surface. Some are screaming. Others are locked in moments of confusion or fear. More faces decorate her waist, trophies, or perhaps failed hosts. She resides in the cess pond, surrounded by half-drowned victims and dismembered corpses. The eggs deposited at the base of her body share that same vibrant blue-green as her eyes, and they stain the surrounding water with color as they dissolve. On her back, a dense tangle of hair gives rise to massive chitinous wings, tough, wet and keratinized, ready to lift her bulk in short bursts of flight. Just behind her head, a crown of vine-like branches twists upward, framing her like a rotting tree and anchoring her to the visual language of decay. Her eyes cut through the swamp with clarity, deep blue-green and unblinking. They are the only part of her that feels aware. Some may say even intelligent. Everything else about her is in motion, twitching, pulsing, dripping. Yiliaster is a living biome of memory erasure, designed to terrify and fascinate in equal measure. If you missed the first video on the Coven of the Obsidian Vigil, you can check that out here. And as always, thanks for watching.